Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's been way too long. Y'all, I don't think I've touched any of my planners since October of last year. And like a lot of you all, I'm using this time of year to try to get back on the ball. Y'all, I'm fighting a cold trying to get this to you. And my audio, for whatever, was terrible. So I'm gonna do this voiceover the best I can. So today I'm doing a review of the Yoomie Daily Planner that is available on Amazon. Now I've actually been using this planner or an iteration of it for the past 6 months and I really enjoy it. So I wanted to show you all this planner and how I use it. It's an A5 size planner with a faux leather cover that comes in 12 different colors ranging from black to bright yellow. So a lot of choices. In terms of my planner lineup this year, I'm trying to start small and work my way up. I'm still using my Big Happy Planner Vertical weekly for my catch-all, but I'm gonna use my Yoomie Daily for my daily/hourly planning. All right, so let me take you inside. This planner has 100 GSM weight paper, very nice and smooth. And it starts off with a fairly comprehensive section for all kinds of goals, whether it be health and fitness, spiritual relationships, your career, your personal development. It's all there with plenty of space to kind of make your projections. Next up is the monthly calendar section with a full spread for your calendar monthly. You can, of course, write your dates in, but I find that these stickers from Agenda 52, these number stickers, fit just perfectly over the spaces in your planner. So I'm just gonna pull off a month sticker here, and then I am going to proceed to number my month. So I mentioned earlier that I haven't really touched my planners probably since October or November of last year, and I've noticed that the fourth quarter is just always kind of difficult for me. And I noticed too, when I don't have a consistent planning regimen, I can feel it. I feel like I've been flying by the seat of my pants, and I know I've been doing stuff, but I just kind of feel like I'm a little all over the place. So I'm excited to get back on the ball, get back to producing content and writing and videoing for you guys and sharing. But y'all let me know, how are you planning this year? Are you going to do some sort of daily, hourly? Are you weekly? Are you paper? Are you digital? What is your method? I want to hear some ideas from you all for how you'll organize your life and your time this year. And just to encourage you all, if you're like me and you're starting over, it's okay. Start over. Start from somewhere, because I guarantee you, if you never start, then you'll never start. I'm kind of rambling, but you get what I'm trying to say. Always just start from where you are and go forward. One thing I will mention, since this is a review, is that these calendar boxes are kind of small. So if you have a lot of like events and monthly stuff you want to keep, it might be a little small for your liking. But for me, since this is kind of a secondary calendar to my other planners, it doesn't matter as much. I can just make quick notes or color code and it's fine. Okay, so also within this layout on the left-hand side, there is a priorities box and a to-do box, and then down in the bottom right corner is notes for your monthly priorities and to-dos and things like that. And sure enough, you can just write in those boxes or take your markers and bullet point them. But I am gonna go and try to find some arrows or signifiers to kind of lay out my top 3. And these sheets are from the very first Joanne mega book, like the old school very first one. And so there's several pages of little stickers that I can use. I'll use these little triangles to label my top 3 over on the left hand side. Going back to SMART goal setting, one of the criteria for a SMART goal is that it is attainable and realistic. And so I'm trying to limit myself in terms of goals and priorities to about three reasonable ones, because I feel like if I make a long laundry list, it gets overwhelming and it doesn't get done. So I'm just going to make room for my top 3. And to be honest, I don't really use the to-do box on my monthly too often, just because I tend to break my to-dos down by the week or the day. But if I wanted to, I could just take my little arrows and do it that way. And going back to what I was saying about how small those boxes are, since there's not a lot of writing space, I'm using stickers this time, like little signifiers for stuff to just denote important things that are going on here. Like, for instance, I know that I have an eye appointment this month, and I know I had a flight. And so I'm gonna look for some stickers. I pulled out the Supermom book. It's one of the Happy Planner girls from a while ago. And I'll just find some glasses to denote my eye appointment instead of having to write all of that out. And there are also some little airplane stickers in here as well, somewhere. Let's see. There they are. And I will put my little airplane sticker on the day that I know I have a flight, if I can get it out of here. Ooh, struggle bus. Okay. There. So now that I got my month planned out, we can start looking at the week. And in front of each week, there is a weekly plan similar to what's in the front of the planner, where you can just lay out your priorities, your to-dos, and your high-level notes and things, an overview of the week, which would be kind of like the side panel, the left-hand panel in like a happy planner. But anyway, this planner has, I believe, 4 weeks after every month of daily sheets. So I just label the top. And I don't do too much decorating on these pages, but sometimes I will use kind of a color coding system that you'll see here in a second. But the first thing that I will do is establish my priorities. Am currently finishing up my annual carpentry project, and so one of my priorities is to get all the paint on and get it done, and also take care of some things for work and try to do a little deep cleaning. You know, go through, take a look at my pantry and also sort out some meat. So free game. If you are on a budget like I am and you're able to do it, shop your meat section at the store for their markdowns. Once, things get to the sell by date, they have to sell it by that date. And Target in particular is really good about marking their meat way down. And I pretty much buy it in bulk and freeze it for a fraction of the price that it would be if I just, went and bought it regular price. So there, free tip. Next, I move on from my high level priorities to my actual to-do list, or what I call my must-do list, because I feel like my whole life is a series of to-dos, but just adding a layer of specificity to everything that needs to be done. So once I got my priorities and my to-dos, I start assigning them to my timeline. So I'm also trying to reestablish my messed up sleep schedule this month. And so first things first, getting up, making sure I eat breakfast, then have my prayer and study time. Trying to seek first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be added. Keep the main thing, and first things first. And then I just continue throughout my day labeling. One thing I do like about this planner over some others is that the timeline is from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. A lot of times the timeline on these hourly planners is too short, which is why I haven't typically used one in the past. And I know a lot of us, our days start earlier than 8 and they end later than 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or whatever, if we're using them, for multiple facets of life. So this one is pretty expansive, from 6 to 12. And so once I've gotten everything else filled out, I like to put little notes to self, in my notes and ideas section, like stuff I might want to watch on TV. And when I was filming this, they were getting ready for the Golden Bachelor wedding. And y'all, I haven't watched a season of The Bachelor in a while before this one, but y'all, that old Bachelor was giving. Like, I think I've enjoyed the Golden Bachelor more than I have any other season. So y'all, if you watched the Golden Bachelor, let me know what you thought, and let me know if you thought that the choice was right. I have opinions on it, but I want to hear what y'all think. Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about the color coding situation that I mentioned earlier. One thing that helped my time management and to be able to just kind of know where my time was going was to color code. So I picked purple for personal stuff, blue for work, and green for household, just on a whim. That's just kind of what I chose to do, because sometimes I feel like my days are unbalanced, and sometimes I legit can't tell. Like, I know I've been doing stuff all day, but where did my time go? So what I'm just doing here is taking everything that I've laid out in my day and giving it a name or a category to be able to see what I've been doing or plan to do with my time, and making sure that I remember to pencil myself in, which is something most of us probably forget to do unless we're intentional about it. Also along that line, something that you won't see here, I will come back at the end of the day a lot of times and take a red marker and write in what actually happened and strike through and put an arrow just kind of sending tasks over to the next day if I haven't completed them, that kind of thing. That also helps me to know where my time went. Other features worth noting about this planner, it is completely undated. It's 6 months with 4 weeks behind each month. It's got this little pocket here in the back, as well as the pen loop on the side that you see here, and 2 ribbon page markers. I like to keep one in my month and one in my week, so that's very convenient. And I've traveled with this planner and it has held up very, very well. And no bleed through on the pages. I think you all can kind of see that. It's nice and heavy. So y'all, I really enjoy this planner. This is actually my second one. I had a purple one for the previous 6 months, and I'm starting my next 6 months in this one. So I've enjoyed it enough to get another one. It is available on Amazon. I believe right now it retails for around $20, but I will leave the link in the description bar. It is an affiliate link, so I have to let you know if you do purchase something, I might receive a small commission at no additional cost to you. It just will help me to continue to do what I do for you. So y'all, thank you so much for watching. YouTube should be recommending something else for you if you want to hang around. If not, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, do what you love what you do, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.